Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the place where I have been keeping a Hobonichi Weeks size secret from you. Not, out of any, not intentionally, intentionally, but not out of any nefariousness or anything, for any nefarious reason. But I wanted to test it for a bit before I made any rash decisions, and the test has gone well. So, if you are new here, I have been using this guy since April of this year. So this is my bullet journal. It's a very proper bullet journal method, pen only, everything goes in it bullet journal. It's in my A5 Appunto, my Gillio A5 Appunto, and this is my everything. Everything is in here, but can you see how big it is? It is massive, and it's kept my life together for the last half a year. I've used half of my notebook. I love it. It's been brilliant, but because it is so big, sometimes if I'm using a smaller bag, it's been too big and I've not been able to take it with me. It's been really frustrating. Why won't you focus? There we go. It's been really frustrating that sometimes I've been choosing my bag based on whether I can fit this in it or not, rather than taking the bag that I want, and my planner just fitting in it. And it's not the way that I want to operate, I suppose. So I love this method, and I don't think this method is actually fully going to go away. We shall see, because this video today is me setting up an experiment that will probably run concurrent to this one until the end of the year, so that I can be absolutely sure what I'm going to do. So for a while I'm going to be carrying both and figuring out well, I suppose it'll be which one I take out of my bag in the morning to fill out will be the interesting thing. So yeah, so this has been my everything. This has been my bit on the side, and I've been using this Hobonichi Weeks since August. It's the beginning of October when I'm filming this, so I've been using it for nearly 2 months, and I really love the cover, by the way, the little camping icons. I just love it. I'm going to be really sad when I have to stop using this one. But yeah, so I've been using this. I just keep it in my bag, and then if I want to use a smaller planner one day, if I just need my calendar, I can just take this with me. I can leave the bullet journal home, and I don't worry about the fact that I don't have the information that I need, because this I've been filling out with all of the information, and yeah, so sorry I've been keeping a secret. I feel like I just have to keep apologising. But yeah, so let me just show you this planner anyway. So it's not completely filled out. I haven't gone back and done everything. But I filled out sort of what I thought I would immediately need. Let me zoom you in a little bit. Here we go. So, it's a Hobonichi Weeks. It has the year on it, so I have marked in when I've been on leave and when I've got days off and things on it. I haven't used this. I was thinking I might use it as a step tracker. I'm not sure. Or even a where I put my blood pressure, but I did create a page for that. And then the thing that I have gone back and backdated is my actual calendar. So so that I've got all of that information laid out for me, and I've been forward planning in it. I've been writing things in. I don't not been strict going, oh no, I have to wait till the beginning of the month to set that up. And that has been so freeing. I've said before, one of the things that frustrates me the most about the bullet journal method is not being able to put things on the day that it needs to happen in advance. And I've tried the migration thing. It really stresses me out. I've tried putting in weekly spreads in my bullet journal. I don't look at them. I've tried putting in, like pre-planning my monthlies, but again, like my brain just, I just struggle with it. So I just think having the monthlies and the weeklies already set out will just take a lot of pressure off my brain, basically. So yeah, so I've been filling out, these are the weekly layouts I've been using. I keep it really simple. I draw a line down here, and I put appointments and like day-specific tasks in this box on this side, and then in this box here I have my meal plan for the week, and then I make a note of my work hours, which I've not actually done, so let's just put in it was 15 till 6 and again, there we go. So yeah, I'm just tracking my work hours in there. Anything else as well, like if I wanted to do a workout or something, I would mark it in there. It's just a really sensible, neat, tidy layout. I have been trying to do this layout in my bullet journal, but it just doesn't work for me when I'm having to draw them out myself. Then I think maybe if I started the new year, and I did consider doing this, if I started the new year and literally wrote out the whole year, weekly, monthly, in the front of my bullet journal, and then just used the rest of the pages, that would probably work for me. And I might try doing that next year, I'm not sure, but I'm going to try this because that's a hell of a lot of effort when I can get something that's already done. And then on this side I just have my tasks, just my weekly tasks, things that I need to do. I don't write everything that needs to be done on here because some things, they are more of a daily log type thing, but the things that I kind of need to remember go on this task list, and I keep it simple basically. And yeah, I've been really enjoying using this in this way, so yeah, I'm gonna give it a go properly, I think. So where are those daily logs going to be? if I'm not planning to use the bullet journal for them, where are they going to be? Well, they're not actually going to be in here. You'll note this is a normal Hobonichi, not a mega, and I didn't want to get a mega because I think a mega still isn't going to be enough pages for me. So what I am doing is using an additional supplementary notebook. This one is actually one that it's not quite the right size. I don't know if I'll have put the haul up yet where I show this, but it's from an Etsy shop called Danica 58 or Danica 58, and they're based in Japan, and they make fountain pen friendly notebooks. This one is actually, it was a B6 Slim, and I've trimmed it down using my guillotine, my big chopper. I didn't do it very straight, so you'll see it's not actually straight, but never mind, because they are actually, I thought that a B6 Slim was just a B6 but slimmer, but actually they're slightly shorter, so there's quite a bit of a gap in between at the top, whereas an actual B6, if I show you, so this is a Stalogy B6 that I've cut down, so you can see that's how much space there is at the top. And this is the Hobonichi next to it, so you can see the gap is very small, but the gap from this one to the top of the Hobonichi is quite big. So they have very kindly, I offered to, before I chopped this, obviously I offered to send them, because I ordered two, I offered to send them back so that I could exchange them, and they very kindly actually have just said that they will just send me the B6 version. So when that arrives, I'll hopefully be using those next year. But these are lay flat, they are dot grid, they are fountain pen friendly. This one uses the Cosmo Air Light paper. It's a similar colour. It's slightly less yellow. It's more cream, but it's a similar colour paper. They have 320 pages in them. So my plan is to use the notes pages at the back of the Hobonichi for collections. So things that, you know, I'm going to want them to stay with the actual schedule, and then for the notebook to be where my daily logs and notes and things go. I know that I've always sort of said, like, one of the things I struggle with the most is I'm a one book kind of person, I'm a one planner kind of person, but I wanted these two to be separate so that in the instances where I literally just want to take this with me, I just want my calendar with me, I don't need a notebook, I just want my calendar and my trackers with me, I can just take this if I want to. The idea being that these two are going to be in here, but if I was using a really tiny bag, or I needed to cut down on weight and I just wanted just my calendar, I could literally just take this bit out. Whereas obviously once I start getting into using a mega, it's going to be fatter, it's going to take up more space. Whereas the idea of this system is for me to be able to have enough space to put everything that I need, but also to be able to massively downsize if I need to. So yeah, so that's the plan. So I thought today I would start putting things in this cover. So this is a Gillio Slimmer Punto. It's yellow, it's secondhand. It has got some marks, it's got some patina and some wear, but that's fine because it's just going to get the same. It's just going to get worn when I use it. So I've got my collections in the back here, actually. Let me just show you what I have set up in here before I do this. So I have my index. I do find the index useful. That is one thing I will say. And what I will do is I will index here and I will index the notebooks separately so that I can find the notes. I have my cleaning tracker. I have my adulting tracker, my recommended list, which that needs updating. My wish list, my gift list. So I've basically, these are just things that I have in my bullet journal as collections, like the ones that I go to the most, that I've just transferred over to here really. My reading log, which by the way, I only give them a number when I've finished it, so actually that one needs a number as well. Then I have my fitness tracker, which you can see has kind of gone to pot. There's been some stuff going on in my life recently, which actually this video won't be going up for a couple of weeks, so I can actually talk about it. So I've got a new job, still within the library service, still within the same library service, and actually doing kind of what I do for my job anyway, kind of what I've been doing for years. So I'm going to be the digital library manager. So I'm going to be managing our digital presence, and that means that I need, this is where basically my anxieties over not being able to write things in well in advance are coming in, because I'm going to be managing a lot of things concurrently that have different expected dates for deadlines and so on. So I need something where I can just write in, right, that's happening on that day, that needs to be happening on that day, so if that's happening on that day, this needs to be done by this day, this needs to be done by this day. I need to be able to forward plan as much as possible, whereas in the job that I'm in now, so at the moment I'm a physical library manager, things are much more, they happen like every month, and the same things happen every week. Some things are more longer term, but there's less need for forward planning in the same way as I think I'm going to have to do with the new job. So I need something where everything I can write stuff in advance essentially. So yeah, but because of all of that, and there's been some stress at work and things, my fitness has I was doing really well, and I took a break after completing my 100 days of yoga, and I have not been able to get back into it. I have done a couple of days that I just haven't marked on here since then, but I am so out of the routine, and I am really hoping that this new job, because I'm going to be based in one place primarily. I will be travelling a lot around the county for work, which another reason that I want something small and light, so that I can do that. But at the moment, I'm based at two different sites, and then two different sites, and then one day a week I work from home. So I'm here, there, and everywhere. Like, I don't have. When I found out I got the job, guys, I went and I bought a plant for my desk at the site that I'm going to be working at, because I've not felt like I can. I've not felt like I've got my desk, if that makes sense. Like, I've got my desk at Lincoln, but it's also a hot desking desk. I've got my desk at the library that I manage, but also it's the only desk that's in the back room. So, like, it constantly, like, I have to clear it off every lunchtime because it's the only place that people can sit and have their lunch, because our back room is also our staff room and everything. So I've not been able to feel like I have a space that is like my desk. So I bought a plant. I bought a jade plant. It's sat there. Yeah, I'm really excited to have somewhere that is like my base, where stuff can be, and not constantly feel like stuff is all over the place. And yeah, I'm hoping that'll just give me a little bit more a feeling like I've got my shit together. But because I'm here, there, and everywhere, like, yeah, it's really easy for me to fall out of my habits. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to build this back up again. I've got here, so this is my blood pressure and my weight, and again, like, I completely fell off the wagon with filling out my blood pressure. There's a lot more of this that goes up here, but I've not filled it out yet. But I completely fell off the wagon with doing that. I've still been tracking my weight, but again, I've not actually been doing it the same day every week like I was doing, because even when I stopped doing Slimming World, I still was tracking my weight, but again, I've kind of fallen off that. The things that affect your health and well-being, that for me, when I'm stressed, they're the things that go straight away. So this is going to be the second page for that. I just hadn't got around to setting it up yet, because I'm not on that week yet, but it is actually, that's next week, so I do need to set that up, and I'm going to try and get back into my routine. This is my work hours tracker, which again I've got to backfill, and I'm going to go on to the next page, and then what I'm also going to do is on these two pages, I'm going to have a totals on this page, because there isn't actually room for me to. One of the things that I realised in my bullet journal is I didn't give myself enough room for each day to write in the times. It was always really cramped, so I gave myself a little bit more room, but then it meant there wasn't room for totals. So I am going to put in, I'm going to do like a total tracker, and then I'm also going to have an annual leave tracker, which again, haven't set those up yet, but they are coming. This is an incoming packages tracker. It looks like I've been really good, but I've not. There is stuff that's due to come. I've just not filled it out yet. Haven't decided on this page. I've been doing this like slowly since I got this planner in August. I've just been slowly like filling out, transferring over the content, figuring out, okay, what do I actually need to transfer over? What do I not? Got my YouTube planner. I've got my to buy list. Like, so this is like a, things that not things like, oh, we need more milk today. This is more, we need that to finish that project, but I've just not got around to it yet. So that's there. Product tracker. This is the products that I use, that I buy sort of like in bulk, I suppose, and or I buy every so often, so that I can keep track of how often I need to buy a new one. Haven't decided on that page. And then I've started transferring over my master to-do list. And then, yeah, basically any collections that I put together, I'm going to put into here. And yeah, that's what's going to be in the back of the Hobonichi. So that is going to be tucked into here. And I can't decide whether to kind of keep these two bookmarks in here and use those two bookmarks for the Hobonichi, and then I think use the Gillio bookmarks for the notebook. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, okay. So, and then this notebook is going to go in the back cover. like so. Like I said, I've trimmed it a little bit wonky and also slightly too slim. Let me show you what it will look like actually with the B6, with this Stylogy. I was going to use this until the new year and keep these for the new year, but obviously because when they arrived they weren't quite right, and they said that they were just going to send me replacements. I thought, oh, I'll use this. But this is what it'll look like when it's actually got a proper B6 in it. And yeah, so the height difference is very, very marginal in comparison to this one where the height difference is quite a lot. But yeah, so that's, I'm going to have my little notebook to do my daily logs on this side. I will put this one back in though, because this is the one that I'm going to use. So I think I'm going to, obviously I'm going to set up my index on this page. I might give myself a 2-page index. You might be thinking, oh, how are you going to go, Georgina, from using an A5 notebook to using something so small? But I'm actually in my, if you've not seen my bullet journal setups, well, it's not so much actually how I set it up, it's more how I use it day to day. Let me see if I can show you. I actually work in columns. Is there anything on here that is? No, I don't think, no, there's nothing on there that I can't show you. So I actually work in columns. I split my A5 page into 2 columns anyway, so I work in a narrower space day to day than an actual full A5 page. I don't go all the way across. So, right, let's put some of the pretty things in. See, this is one thing that I'm sort of like, oh, how am I going to do this? So I've got a card here for a member of staff whose birthday, and that's not going to fit. So I'm going to have to find somewhere else to put that. And so I've got this postcard that I carry around that's from my shop. I don't really know why I carry it around though. I think I just carry it around so that if people ask me, oh, what do you do, I can kind of show them. So that'll come out. I've got a dentist appointment card. I'll tuck that in there because that's where I tend to keep my appointment cards in there. I have a card from my sister, which again, it's a little bit, oh no, it might go in the big back pocket, okay. It might even slip, oh no, not quite, not quite. So I'm going to put that in the big back pocket. This is where we figure out whether this is actually going to be practical. I'm sure it will be. I've got this little bit of doily card which I've had for ages, which used to be in my A6, and it's actually from my mum. My mum is like a paper crafter, she does a lot of paper crafting, and this was an offcut that she said was rubbish because it wasn't good enough, and I was like, right, well, I'll have that then. Actually, I'm going to put that in there because that looks pretty, sticking out like that. Okay. That's everything that's in that slip pocket. I've also got, this is my dental plan, like the plan for what we're doing with my teeth. So I'm going to put that in the big back pocket. Right, let's go down these little pockets here. So I do need to do a new if found. But first let's sort out, right, so the top pocket I always keep stamps because I have to obviously have stamps for my business, so I always keep postage stamps in the top one there. Let me do it that way so that I can see what they are. And then I've also got some business cards, which I'm actually going to be having some new ones made soon that actually when I've had those ones made, that I wouldn't need to carry something like this around, because I'm going to put the book designs on there. I've randomly got my, don't need that really, do I? And I don't need to carry that with me, so I'm just also sorting things out. Then I have these little acetate tortoiseshell cards. They're really cute. This one I just keep some page flags on that I never use, but they look nice, so I'll keep them in there. And then I've got these little bookmarks that I'll just tuck in there for now. In the bottom pocket I've got these photos that of James and Bert. So yeah, I just need to do a new if found card to go in there. I think what I might do is replace one of these with it. Tuck it in that pocket. I use little watercolour paper offcuts for my if founds, so I've got this one that's about the right size, and then what I like to do is just tear along the top just to give it like a decorative edge. And then I'm going to fill this out off camera so that you can't see my details. But I just write I belong to, my name obviously, my phone number, and my email. I basically just try and make it so that it's as easy as possible for someone to try and get hold of me without also giving away enough information that they can steal my identity. There you go. So yeah, so I just have the information down here, and then on the back I'm actually going to write my medical information, so just so that I've got it with like the medications that I take, just so that if in an emergency it tells them what medication I'm on and what conditions they're for. I've thankfully never had to use this information, but I do have severe chronic asthma, so you know, I could be in a position where I need to. There we go. So, new little if found card just there. Yeah, I think that looks good. So let's have a look at what else is in this big beast that I will need to move over. So sticky notes. I am going to put some sticky notes in the Hobonichi, but we'll do that in a second. Oh, I might actually move my little Monstera. Actually, should I move the green one, or should I put the tortoiseshell one in? I have got a tortoiseshell one. I don't know actually if I have got my, I think I spent it. I keep a, yes, no, I spent it. I keep spare cash in this pocket because I am a millennial woman who I'm a young millennial as well, I suppose. I don't know. Can't actually remember when millennials run from and to. Well, I'm a millennial anyway. I don't carry cash. I pretty much do everything on contactless to the point where I don't even know my PIN numbers. So I keep a spare fiver wherever possible, just for if there's an emergency and I do need some cash. library card, not actually my library card, but a library card that I need to keep. And then I have some bits and bobs in this pocket. Let's see what else. Let's pull those out so I can have a look. My blotting paper, I've actually been tucking into the little pocket in the back of the Hobonichi here. I stuck this in the back. I'm thinking actually next year I will stick it in the front, maybe here, so I can put some decorative stuff. But then I sort of think, well, what's the point when actually it's useful at the back. I have actually got a Hobonichi pencil board now, which I didn't have before, so let me just move that to next week. So this is, let's put that in. And then I've also now got the stencil, so this is like the actual Hobonichi Weeks stencil, so I'm going to tuck that in there, I think, in the back. I have got this Hobonichi stencil, but I don't think I need this one anymore, because the things that I mainly use, the little checkbox markers that I mainly used on here are on here, so I'll put this one in here. Maybe I'll take it just in case, I don't know, we'll see. I might end up removing it if I find it's bulking things up a little bit. And then in here I've also got some bits and bobs that I could do with keeping, so let's have a look. What's this? I need to actually look and see if I do need to keep that. That is something that I could do with keeping. That's a slip of paper. That's some receipts. That is my library information. Okay, so I'm going to, so this little rear secretarial I've always kind of used for bits for work that I need to kind of keep, or keep with me, I suppose, or that need actioning. So things like receipts that need claiming for or putting away, notes on customer inquiries that I need to follow up on, and then I have a bookmark from my library that's got our opening times on it, just so I can give it to people if I need to. I've got a business card from someone that actually needs to go back to the library. This is someone's contact details. And then I've always had some Rifle Paper Company paper just tucked into the back. I think I'm going to put this in the big back pocket. Actually, let's lay it down. And let's unfold that. So it looks like this is probably about as wide as it can fit A5 in the folder, A5 in the back pocket. So in the back pocket of my bullet journal, I've got even more papers. So let's see what's in here. Okay, so I've got this card, which was from a training thing that I did, that I like to keep with me. I don't know if I'll still want to keep that with me, I'll see. But let's put it there for now. I've got a card from my optician that is many years old now, and I've still not gone, because I think I got it just before COVID. Don't need that, that's a bus timetable, but I'm never going to use. I have my emergency contacts. I have their phone numbers just on a bit of paper that I just keep in the back. I've got some family history notes. I've got the Saturday management cover rota for work. I've got timesheet cut-off dates for work. Those can go again in there. What's this? Oh, and this is I've got a list that my boss put together of what I'll be doing in my new role, things for me to think about. And then I've got some more blotting paper, which I'm just going to tuck in the back, I think. I might actually cut it down like that one, so that it's... I haven't decided yet. So, that's everything, and actually this is now hella chunky. Oh, will it fit? Will it shut? No. So let's take some of this out. So, don't need that in there. Hang on, let's put this here. I think actually it's the amount of stuff that I've got in the back pocket. Yeah, it is. I've got so much in here. Okay, so I'll take that out because I can pin that on my board. This I'm not as bothered about anymore, so that can come out. Those I can actually print smaller because I had them smaller before. Is that better? Bit. It at least shuts now. It is chunky though, I have to say. That's fine. The aim wasn't. The aim isn't. Because I say this is chunky. Obviously, I've taken a load of stuff out of this now, but this was very chunky as well. So it's not really that different. It's just obviously it's slimmer. So is there anything else that I can? Here we go. I think that's probably about as thin as I'm going to be able to get it today. So, sorry, I'm doing this out of shot. I'm going to put my Tombow just there. Hey, it does shut. That's the main thing, it shuts. Yeah, I think that's... Let's give this a go. Obviously, like I say, I'm just sort of seeing how this experiment goes. I'm planning to still carry this one with me, just so that I've got it. If I do decide that no, I want to be carrying something bigger. I think it's interesting if you look. So this is obviously my undyed, and this is a yellow. This is how much it's patinaed since I got it. It's patinaed quite a lot, but yeah, this is the difference between an undyed that is what, nearly a year old now, and a yellow. And the difference is not that great actually. I would say this is slightly more orange than the yellow is. And yeah. So that's, I think that's going to be everything that I'm going to do in this video. I kind of want to set up more of the trackers and everything, but I kind of think, well, I think I'm just going to carry on doing what I'm doing now, and as I go and think, oh, I need that one, I'll then transfer it over. And I don't think I'm going to, I don't think I'm really going to set very much up in this notebook because, yeah, like I say, it's just for daily logs. So it's basically just going to be, you know, every day, like my to-do list every day. So it's not going to be, and like notes if I go to a meeting or something, it's not going to be, sort of like, I don't need to set anything up in it, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Really, really clumsily. But yeah, so that is the system that I'm going to be using for the next couple of weeks. I'm going to try and, I'm just going to see how it goes. And yeah, we shall see if I decide that this is what I'm going to stick with. I think I like the idea of it being more practical, more portable. Like it feels like a good size in my hand. It's not too heavy. When I'm going to be driving around other places, it's not going to take up too much room. I'm not going to need lots and lots of space. It won't take up as much room on my desk, which my bullet journal takes up a lot of room on my desk, and my desk usually has at least 3 computers, if not 4. So, you know, having space is at a premium. So, yeah, having that space is important to me. So yeah, I think I'm just going to dive in, basically. I don't know if I've explained this very well, to be honest. I think I've just had such a, it's been such a whirlwind, well not whirlwind, but it's just been such a busy couple of months getting ready for this, and like all of the stuff that I needed to do. There's been a lot going on. And yeah, it has been stressful. I'm not going to lie about that. It has been stressful. But yeah, we're moving forward now. So it's going to be we're moving onwards and upwards. That was a finish. So this is my little sticker notebook, sticker book type thing. It's got my minimal sticker then, and I thought because it's dinky it might fit, but maybe too much of a squeeze. Oh no, it just fits. I mean, we're very, very, very snug in there, but it'll be fine. I mean, I know that as this notebook gets used as well, it'll start to relax a little bit as well. It's quite stiff at the moment. So there we go. That is our setup that I'm going to be using for the next couple of months, hopefully, and then maybe, if it goes well, into 2022, which still doesn't. That my head says that next year should be 2021. I can't quite get my head around that fact, but yeah. So anyway, this has been incredibly long and rambly, hasn't it? For me to just be moving some stuff into a new cover, but I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you enjoyed the explanation. When I'm saying when, but when I set up my 2022 Hobonichi, I will do like a full, like, here's the trackers, let's set up the trackers, like I did with my bullet journal. I will do it properly, and I'll show you as well, like trimming the notebook down. Hopefully I'll do a better job than I did with this one. Just so that you can see that happening, and see how I do that. I kind of, because I was doing this without really telling anyone, I'd already done stuff, obviously, so I couldn't show you on the video, but because I wasn't really sure, I didn't want to film a video when I wasn't sure if it was something I was actually going to stick to. So that's it. I hope that you enjoyed watching. I hope it wasn't too all over the place, and if you did, please do like and subscribe. If you've got any questions, just pop them down below and I will do my best to answer them, and I will see you soon. Okay, bye.
There's a sparkle in your eyes. I feel the warmth of your skin.